Mishnah.
Here comes the women. Here comes the women. I want freedom. Freedom. Makes the world go down. Thank you. We like to ball. Yeah. Rolling.
Mishnah.
Here comes the women. Here comes the women. Oh, the music's going. I want some freedom. Freedom. Like makes the world go down. Thank you. We like to ball. Yeah. Rolling. Mishnah.
Yes, free for all Friday. Freedom for all Friday. Yes, it is. And poof.
Happy Friday, children of the lawn.
Happy Friday, children of the lawn.
Sue was happy to see the chairs, our chairs. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I just had that very thought today. I'm going to upgrade the patio. Just saying.
On your shirt, sir.
This?
Yep.
I wanted that there.
You did?
I put it there on purpose. What the hell is that? Oh, never mind. Never mind. Well, the children speak and we listen, don't we, Bon?
Yeah, why would they say? They want their chairs?
No. Well, they said that.
What?
But they said they wanted more Angus.
Oh, right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And there I go. Here I'm back. I got myself like some weird wings today. So we have made an alteration in our fall programming, our holiday programming. Monday, we were doing Memory Lane Monday, but you can't have too much throwback stuff. And I don't know about you, but I had such a good time with Angus last night that I decided that we should do, and of course, Laurie agreed that we should do Angus and Steve on Monday.
That's right.
So we're going to do that. What that means, I have no idea, but I'm pretty sure I can speak with confidence that whatever it is, it will be entertaining. Yeah.
Always is.
Always is.
Yep.
Yeah, we talked about, I had to make sure that it was psychologically okay with him to, and he's fine. So
Psychologically?
well, yeah, I don't, he starts to overthink stuff sometimes. It's like, oh, should I do this? Oh, but we don't want that to happen. So, Monday with Angus and Steve. There's Steve and Angus. I don't know. When we make the little sign, you'll know. So let's see what else. It's Friday. Happy Friday. Coming up on the weekend. This has been a week of some pretty interesting shows. It's been a lot of fun. I had a good time. I'm back on the interview. Well, not that I ever got off the interview treadmill, but it's interesting because, I was talking to Randy was the host that I was on with today. And, when they send me the links to these things, I post them for you. And Randy said to me, he said, he said, we were talking about the record, how it happened and the standard stuff. But then he said, how are you going to support the record? Because usually in the case of, Chasm Sultan or anybody from the label, Hollywood All Stars, you tour. Oh, do I hear heavy breathing?
Yep.
Huh?
Yeah.
Hang on, guys. Come on in. Come here.
Hello.
There he is.
There he is. Hello.
It's not like he can't just push his way right through the curtain, but I get this part. But well, whatever. So what's happening there? What just happened? I'm radioactive. Oh, it's because of you. Come here. Come on. Lay down, little boy. Do you know why they walk in a circle like that before they lay down?
I do.
Why?
Because when they were in the wild, they would mash the high grasses down so they could lay down.
How about that? Interesting dog fact number 852.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of interesting dog facts, but
Oh, Sue said cats do it too.
do they? For the same, I imagine for the same reason.
Mm-hmm. Tim says to make a nest. Yeah, basically.
To make a
little bed.
a clearing area like, but yeah. And they do a lot of other stuff that I don't understand. We had a dog that they used to take boulders out of not boulders, but softball size smooth rocks and put them on the beach in a line. Now, I know you don't believe that, right? But we have video.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't talk about that much. Anyway, what else? There was something else. Something else exciting that happened.
I know that our last Formula One race is this weekend.
Yes. And we talk about Formula One quite a bit. And I should, I was going to put up some pictures. We really enjoyed it. And it's funny because I did an interview with Tim Capel from Bristol, England, a couple of days ago. And I thought, for sure, this guy's an F1 fan, right? The greatest driver of all time is from Britain, Lewis Hamilton. And so I said to him, man, I said, after the interview was over, I started doing the England, because England, I guess, was kind of like if I had a second home, that would have been it back in the day. So I started asking him, I like to talk about Indian food or whatever, curry and just the which it's weird to even call that an English thing, but it is. But I stayed off the curry and I asked him, are you a Formula One fan? And he went, nah, not really. I said, no.
Well,
okay.
not everybody in the States are NASCAR fans.
Yeah, but then he said, I'm into NASCAR.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And it blew my mind. I was like, How American of you. John used to get on me if I wore shorts in England. Why don't you just tell everyone you're American?
Yeah,
Would
he
you-
did do that.
Would you
And
like me to do that?
Yeah, yeah. And now, like everybody over there is wearing shorts.
But yeah, let me let me show you something. We always talk about how upscale Formula One is. They spend hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars on these cars. I'm trying to get up some imagery for you. So I mean, it really is. It's a classy outfit. It's all about the money and I mean, I'm talking like bazillions of dollars they spend on these cars. Here, take a look. Let me move this around so that you can just, there you go. Beautiful. These cars are amazing. Max Verstappen is the world champion at the moment. Not for long, but for now he's. And let me see. Do we have Christian Horner in here? This is, there's a reason for all this. I promise. Let's see.
Oh,
there he is. There, Christian Horner. That's the guy who runs a Red Bull team, and a very capable guy. They brought many championships to the table. There's Sergio Garcia. Oh, and this is Christian's wife.
she's a Spice Girl.
She's a Spice Girl. Jerry Halliwell. Ginger Spice. There she is. And she goes to all the Formula One races. No, not all of them.
She's at a lot of them.
Yeah, she is. Well, you think? All right, so let's do over and under.
They're putting out a new album in
I heard,
2025.
and I, for one, am very excited. It's on Deco, right?
I don't know, but it's taken them a long time.
Charlie,
to do it.
did you guys sign the Spice Girls?
They have Tiffany. Why not?
Tiffany. Yeah, and isn't that weird? That was the Spice Girls and Tiffany. Chris used to love those two groups or whatever they are.
Yeah. That would be John's son.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never asked him which spice he liked the most, though.
We know he liked pink.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's see who's that nut. Oh, wait.
You guys can put the mic. I can put that. I can't speak today. Oh God.
Isn't that a Hendrix song?
What Hendrix song?
No, never mind.
Hi, Angus.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
hey, Lori. Oh wait, I don't know. I might have to leave for a little bit because I got this download failed error in the middle of my screen and it won't go away.
Uh-oh. That
So-
sounds like a problem.
No. Well, listen. Hey, Mousy.
Hey,
I heard from
Hey, Mousy.
hi.
I heard from what's his name? David Prater.
Oh,
Okay. All right. Hope everything's good. Let me see. Let's get off to a fabulous start. He's so slammed. I got a 26-foot U-Haul box truck in the driveway, and we're moving gear to our new 10 by 40 storage unit. Didn't he say he was moving?
he did a while ago.
Yeah, out of Colorado, or
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know if he's leaving Colorado. I remember him saying something about moving, but I don't know. So he must be storing gear.
yeah. So it says I'm leaving tomorrow for Denton, Texas, to mix a new record I produced for Consider the Source.
Ooh.
Well, he's from Texas.
Yeah, he's from
originally.
Texas originally.
Yep.
Yeah, driving 3,000 miles round trip. Be there for 3 weeks. Have you ever heard of Consider the Source before?
No, I've been asked to do that, but no, I have.
Anyway, like I went on YouTube, just looked up who they were, and they're definitely very prog.
Oh,
But the guitar player has a double neck, and I think the top part is actually like a violin that he plays
Yeah, I
with
see them.
his.
That's
And
unusual.
they're from New York. It's a trio from New York.
Hi.
Really? You've seen them?
Right here.
Oh, yeah, there they are. Consider the source.
Wait, here's a picture. I got a picture of the guitar on there. Look at that thing.
Oh, it's fretless.
Yeah. Now is that
Isn't that? Didn't we have a guy on the show that built those things? The
Yeah, right?
Vio guitar.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
right. Who was that?
It was like maybe about 4 months ago or so,
Yeah,
back in the summertime.
yeah.
Okay, all right.
But those were acoustic, if I remember. Although maybe I think they had a pickup, but they were.
He had some kind of hybrid thing going on, like almost like a semi-hollow body thing going on.
And it had frets on part of the neck, but not all the way across.
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
like that. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Oh, Antigua in the house. Hey, Don. Hey, Tom.
Hey, Don,
Hi.
Steve. Hey, Lori. Mousy.
I recognize that cassette tape.
Let's hope nobody else does.
Well, we have a 38th anniversary coming up, Angus.
What's that?
First-
Oh, yes.
We met 38 years ago, and actually it was November
Sally.
24th, not the 27th. So I don't know
Really?
why the tape is labeled that. Yeah.
And that was Hunter Mountain.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh
Sure.
God, Hunter Mountain.
38
Jesus.
years ago we met.
Yep. And that's when you told me about the sound guy, Lenny, that used to be in the Good Rats.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Oh,
Look at this. Is that looks like loading in the snow, Joe Costelli.
Oh, wait. Hang on. There's breaking news.
Oh,
Yeah, that'll never. That's bull. That's fake news. Fake news.
Well, I mean, it's just alternative facts.
Yeah,
That's
believe me.
fake news.
I figured out how to do this multi-layer thing, so I thought I'd try it out.
Awesome. That looks
Cool.
real.
That's
I mean,
look real.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, my
Yes.
name covers up drummer, so it's lead singer helps unload gear, drummer now ready for sound check on time.
Again, fake news.
hi Zoe.
God,
You
hey,
mean,
Zoe.
like, no matter what, the drummer
Hi.
still wouldn't be ready on time?
Nope. No matter what. No matter what.
Okay. Guitar viols is Jonathan Wilson.
Jonathan Wilson was the guitar viol.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Jonathan Wilson, that's right.
And he was on in the summer. He was on June 28th. Good one,
Okay.
Mousy.
Oh, Mousy.
Yeah.
Talk about some
Have a good
sin.
memory.
Wow. All right, I'm gonna leave for a minute, see if I can come back and get rid of this thing on my screen.
All right, go ahead. You're
Okay.
dismissed.
All right.
Bye.
So, Joe Costelli, here's one of two things happens with drummers. They either set up their kit or have their kit set up and then get up there and just play constantly while you're around, like I'm, putting a mic on a kick drum and the guy's like hitting the kick drum. Or, everybody else is trying to like tune up their guitars or something and the drummer's just pounding away. Or they just disappear into thin air and everybody else is up there ready. And then you go try to find the drummer and you look for the nearest girl and bar, alcohol and girl, and that's usually how you find it. It's kind of
Yeah, you lost me with the alcohol, but I'm, is there all of the above one of the choices?
What the thing is about the drummer, they get to walk around with sticks in their hands, so they're in the band. Like, so it's like, you're in the band, where the other guys, the keyboard players and stuff, all their, their amps and guitars and stuff are on stage. But the drummer walks around with his little pad and sits down, outside the dressing room, starts warming up, and then the girls come by. Believe me, been there, done that. Got the t-shirt a
Steve
couple
never did
times.
that.
I never did that. I
Nah.
just lit a joint and they came for that. Drifting over to the smell.
Hi,
No.
Len.
Oh,
Hi,
Lenny,
Len.
Lenny
Hi,
in the
Len.
house.
Hi, Lenny.
Oh,
Oh, what? Oh,
Oh,
Zoe.
I'm having a
We
little
lost
trouble
Zoe.
with my audio here.
I think you just knocked Zoe out. I don't think you're allowed to have two people on from Antigua at the same time.
This could be a thing.
Oh, here comes Jeff.
there's not that much bandwidth in the Antigua.
Right.
Don, I must say you're
One
looking
person
very.
at a time on the island can be on.
Right. I was going to say, Don, you're looking very Game of Thrones tonight in the Citadel.
We don't hear you.
Wait.
You're muted. Don, you're muted, I think.
Is he? No, it's just he's wearing dull colors.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
Jeff,
Yeah.
present
Morning,
here.
Jeffrey.
Can you hear this?
Oh, here we go.
Now
This
we hear
is
you.
what I.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
God.
watched last week and I heard you guys talking.
We're waiting for Pop to get his back pension in.
Wow. Chubsy Ubsy, there's going to be something heavy on your nose. Oh, Miss Crabtree, there's something heavy on my heart.
Art.
Somebody just put that, whoever the actress was who played Miss Crabtree, somebody just put her picture up on Facebook today.
I can't. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, and it said, yeah, I don't remember who it was, but it was black and white, obviously. And she was stunningly beautiful. But apparently she was a well-known like movie actress or whatever. I don't know how she got into Little Rascals, but I guess you do what you do, like everybody else. You take the gig. So yeah, but it was like she was like a well-known person. It was
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
Hi, everybody.
I have something heavy on my heart.
Hey,
Hi,
Jeff.
everybody.
June Marlowe.
Two young kids.
Did you put that up?
Oh, look at that haircut.
Yeah.
Is that a bob? Is that a bob?
No, it's Jane Marlowe. June Marlowe.
Oh, cut it out, will you?
Oh, come on. That's, yeah. Oh, Miss Crabtree. Check her out here. Look at this.
Yeah, baby.
I think
Ouch.
she was stunning.
But let's not say have any Crabtree jokes, though, you know. Or, all
Yeah,
right.
no.
Okay.
And Zoe, I can't.
How do
I
they get
can't-
their hair like that?
How do
How do
they?
they get their hair like that with those little waves?
They were called finger waves. They were and
Finger
people would
wa-
actually like do their fingers and kind of like little steps and then like put and spray it or whatever and put like bobby pins in it and let them set and then take them out, and they were called finger waves.
A lot of heat, I'll bet.
Speaking of finger waves,
wow.
do
How
I
do they stay
detect?
like that?
Do I detect the faint glow of crimson coming from your page, Zoe?
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Canal,
Oh, nice.
oh, Canal, mate.
Look at
That's
that.
a nice one too.
Steve Longo
Very
design.
Beautiful.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, and Steve, it got the appropriate reaction. People said, fucking hell. It got the reaction we wanted. Everybody said that. Fucking hell, where are my sunglasses?
Oh, that's great. That's funny. Just to fill you guys in on
Much admired.
what we're talking about, I named the art after, like Indians name their kid, two dogs screwing or whatever. So when I stepped away from that, I said, fucking hell. And I realized I couldn't call it that. So I just took off the FA and called it Canal.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, very clever.
Yeah.
Everybody
Hello,
gets it.
Zoe. Wow, look, that
Praise,
looks good.
was beautifbeautiful.
Looking good.
I
Hi,
love
Zoe.
Me. So much envy here, Steve. They kept saying, where'd you get that? And I said, well, it's pretty special. You can't, not just anybody can have one.
Yeah, you can't just wear them.
I reckon there's a market in Antigua for them, Steve.
Okay, we're going to work that out.
Hey, you
Could-
can be our
yeah, you can be
liaison.
the island rep.
There you go.
Exclusive.
Absolutely. I'm going to post some pictures of it in all its glory when Richard takes them, so
Yeah.
that people can
Perfect.
see how versatile it is.
It is versatile.
Lenny, did you try yours
It's
on?
gorgeous, Steve. Thank you.
You're
Absolutely
very
No,
gorgeous.
no, I'm saving it for a special occasion.
Ah, okay.
Thanksgiving.
That's a
No,
Which one
possibility.
did you give Lenny? Which one have you got, Lenny?
He's got
Oh,
black
Sure,
flour,
cool.
I think.
Yeah,
Black flower.
yeah,
He's got the black one.
yeah. It's really nice.
Cool.
I feel honored. I feel honored.
We'll wear it on Thanksgiving. We'll take some photographs, the two of us.
Yeah.
The problem is if I wear it for Thanksgiving, I'll totally screw it up.
Well, you know what? Christmas is coming, kids.
Billy. Oh,
Just saying. Just saying.
Christmas.
Hang your
What's
stocking
Christmas?
care.
Mhm.
Not ready for that.
Oh, who's that?
What?
Mousy. Someone just.
Oh, that's
came into your
the
house.
eldest who just
That's
came
her
through.
son.
That's what?
That's the eldest
Her son.
Oh.
offspring,
Oh.
drummer
Okay.
boy.
Oh, the drummer
Oh, so does he
Drummer
carry
boy.
sticks around like that and do that?
boy.
You know, I was at Princeton University last night, and I was telling someone that the last time I was at Princeton, I was doing an outdoor show there, a jazz festival show with Marion McPartland and Joe Morello, and I had him, and he was a tot kind of at the time. I'm going to say he was like around 10 years old. So his whole life, he always was saying he was going to go to Harvard. But I had him at the gig at Princeton, and I'm saying to him, MJ, just look at this place. It's just so beautiful. It's like right out of the storybooks of the beautiful brick buildings with the ivy and the churches and the library. It's so gorgeous there. And I said to him, it's in state, and it's still a really good school and stuff like that. And that's when at 10 years old he announces to me, yeah, I'm not going to school, I'm just going to be a musician. And I was like, oh no, you're not. He's like, yeah. He goes, I'm not going to go to school, I'm just going to be a drummer. I'm like, oh no.
Make up your mind. You're going to be
Fair
a
enough.
drummer
Yeah,
or a
musician
musician.
or a drummer.
on that
You
one,
can't have
Matt.
to be both. It's like adult or drummer. You can't be both.
Right. Yeah. Well, a musician or a drummer, you can't be both.
Or adults or drummer.
Yeah. You know the difference between a U.S. savings bond and a drummer?
One eventually makes money.
One eventually matures and makes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so since you're doing some show and tell stuff, I found something in my closet today that I wanted to show everybody. I hope you can see this. So this is
Wow.
tour jacket from Al Jarreau's High Crime Tour in 1981. And I don't know if you could see how small it is, but it's not big, So and
Okay.
this one is actually Steve Gadd.
Wow.
And, yeah, because and that's how tiny Steve was at the time, because of the life that he was living at the time, as we all know, our
Yeah.
skinny lives. So
Mhm.
It's
That's what we said to Angus. We didn't eat lunch in 1982, so
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
couldn't
we
have
couldn't
been
have-
late.
that was not why we were late to the
Final
gig. There was no lunch in
No, we were-
1982.
I know,
Yeah,
and it was
that's how
annoying
I-
if you had to eat. It was like, oh, we have to stop and eat something,
The way it's
interrupting my recreation.
We would eat
Uh-oh,
like
he's got
every
the
day.
number
we got together. This is how it went for us. We got together just around this. Well, it was December
Of 81.
right, of
yeah.
81, and there was snow everywhere. And I don't remember what we did, but I know that
Inside and outside.
right down the street from us was a place called Sam's on Gedney Way. Great steaks, tornadoes of beef. It's a nice bistro type of place. And we would go down there and we would order the same thing every night. And
Yeah,
while we were
filet
waiting
mignon.
for it, it was like, here you go. All right, I'll be right back. Okay,
Filet
here
mignon
you go.
and champagne.
Filet mignon and champagne, and we would never eat it. We'd get it to go.
Yeah.
It was like,
Because
come
we
on.
would go to the bathroom,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
lose our appetite.
So, do I have
Suddenly
time to
lose
go
your
again?
appetite.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. And it's like, ugh. Evil. That's the
So
evil days.
We would eat it days later,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but we drank that champagne.
Yeah, the champagne didn't last long.
Well, yeah, because that takes the edge off, and you
That's
eventually.
right. That's right.
What edge?
Exactly.
Oh, man.
I've lost all of you. Does anybody know how to turn the video back?
You're glitching.
How what?
Anybody know how to turn the video back on? I can't see any of you.
Oh, there you are. There
Oh,
you are.
We see you,
Yeah, we
We
do.
can
see
see
you.
you.
and we look great. So you're really missing it.
She can't
Best
see.
Can't
we've
see
ever
any
looked.
of you.
That's
We
weird.
gotta We have to work
No,
on
I
your
can see the
production,
black
Zoe.
Screen. You put on the lights there.
What happens
Pardon?
when I do
Yeah.
this? What happens
That's
when I do
better.
that?
Are we
you
back?
speaking just me?
Everybody's gone.
I can't
Yeah.
see you. I got you, but you're frozen.
Okay.
Frozen.
Probably the internet in Antigua.
It's
Lenny,
because
can
you
you
and Lenny are both on the
Lenny, can you
internet.
move a little to the left? How's
He
that?
does it.
No?
And he does it.
Lenny's moving.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's funny.
Zoe, I see you. You just need a little more
Your
light
best
on
side.
your
I can't
face.
see any of you.
Yeah, she must have a real lag there.
I can't see any of you.
No,
I
it's,
think she's by
it's not
herself.
that we can't see her, Len. It's that she can't see us, any of us.
Yeah.
How does
Can't
that
see
happen?
any of you. Ah, I saw you, Mousy, but you're not
You
moving.
saw me? Oh, so
I can see you. You must
Oh.
move.
Wait, sorry.
I
I
can't
have
see you.
to
No.
leave. Bye, Don.
You got
What did Don just
I
do?
have a quick question for Don. Hold on.
oh.
Do you remember working
It's
at
advanced
FSL?
technology in Antigua.
Yeah, you can't hear me?
Do you remember working at
SSL, at SSL with somebody named, last name David.
Last name David?
Yeah, Chris David and his brother worked at
Al?
SSL.
That's questions for Don Wershba.
Can't hear
We
you.
don't
Don.
hear him.
I hear you, Don.
You're muted or no audio.
Who is that?
Don
That's Don
Wershba.
Wershba.
I see
Don.
you, Jeff.
Yeah, Don, you're not muted, but you probably have the wrong mic selected.
I thought it was Andy Rooney.
What it is, it's the routing in your SSL, Don. It's
Lenny.
Anyway, I'll ask you another time.
Yeah.
We'll
Maybe
get there.
we'll hear next
Chris
Friday.
David.
Chris David's brother. Yes, he's saying yeah.
David.
David.
King David.
No, they say never trust somebody with two first names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
What do you have, vanilla wafers?
Oh,
Yeah.
Who's got vanilla? You bitch.
now you hear me?
What? You have some for the rest of the class, Angus?
Yeah.
Yes.
Really? Huh?
So Jeff,
Oh, Don's back.
we
Don's
can hear
back.
him now.
No, it's
Actually, I'm embarrassed because I'm speaking through this.
Wow, it's invisible.
But we can hear you.
You can't see.
We can't
It's a-
see it.
It's an SSL microphone. But now,
That's
now
classic.
it works. It's the back. Yes, I worked with Anthony David twice actually when he was head of sales, and then later when he became the managing director.
Okay. All right.
And one of the best people ever.
Yeah, I've worked with his brother Chris. He's mixed a few film scores for us, and
Out in Los Angeles, yeah. No, he's
yeah, very good friends with him and his
Well, I
wife.
have to leave because my daughter is involved in a choral thing up in Toronto. So
Oh, cool.
All right, well, listen, we'll let you go, but I was just wondering if you the Alan a day.
that's bad.
Jerk.
Okay. Take care, bro.
My wife is- come say hello. My wife is here.
Oh.
Oh,
Hi.
Don, this is done.
All right,
Yeah,
thanks,
with
guys.
me.
See you later.
Bye,
All right,
Don.
take care. Thanks for coming by.
I think she's on that show Ghost.
Right.
They were both just, that's funny. An SSL microphone. That's,
Oh my God, that is classic.
can't make that
Out of
shit up.
depth, probably.
Zoe's back. Can she see anybody?
Can you
Zoe,
see
can you see us? Zoe,
I
how many
can't see
fingers
any
am
of
I-
you though.
Hello, Zoe.
Take out your background.
No videos. I have no idea you got anything.
I didn't know what the hell he
No,
was
you
going to
can't see
say.
anybody.
Hey, take out your background.
Yeah, that's. Oh, wait a minute. What's that? Okay, that's no. I don't want that.
That's blur.
Yeah, I got it.
That's like the rest of your day.
Sure is.
Hey, Lenny, you want to give her some advice?
Yeah, do you have any advice, Lenny?
For her?
Yeah.
For anybody?
She can't see
Get out of
anybody.
Antigua. No, really, it's
Don't bet on
You
the
check
horse.
the-
They've never had very good internet up there where she lives.
Ah.
Oh, how far away is she from you?
A couple of miles.
Up there.
Not that far.
Yeah.
Far,
Well,
Lenny.
when I say up there, yeah, she's
5
living in a
miles.
very large house on the top of a large hill.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, we'll be sure to look for that.
Hill. With lousy internet. Lousy internet.
Yeah.
Ah.
Are you you doing it on a phone or on a computer?
iPad.
Oh, okay.
iPad 5.
Oh, no wonder.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh, no
No,
wonder.
I've obviously got your best views. Nah. Whatever.
No, listen.
It must be my
Lenny's
shirt.
house
glad
next week.
Free.
You know, Angus, you're not going to have to bail early tonight, are you?
Nope.
Because I mean, I don't know if anybody else is going to pick up on my pasture because I don't know if anybody was watching last night, but
Oh, okay.
just get your inhaler ready.
Why do I think your pastor and my pastor are going to be pretty similar?
Oh God,
did you watch
I
last
hope
night?
so. Because you're a genius. That's why.
Uh-huh.
Because you are a genius.
He must have watched
I
last
can't
night.
wait for this. Anyway,
I just figured out what your background is. I've been looking at it wondering what the hell is that?
yeah, it's a TDK 90, man.
Yeah.
2 45-minute sets.
Yeah, with Angus playing bass.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
man, Major Baby.
Wow. I can't believe
Yeah,
that.
baby.
The 37 years ago is blowing me away.
Your whole
38.
That? Major
38.
Baby?
It was 1984.
1984.
Wow. Angus, that's a long time ago.
Yes.
Tom, did you record that, or did someone give it to you, or?
No, I I guess I recorded it because I found it in a closet with another band that I first did sound for back around the same time in the beginning of November. But what's weird is the date says November 27th, but that was a Tuesday. So it had to have been the 24th.
Right. Well, Lenny, Tom said that I had already talked about you when I met him that
Yeah.
night. So
And when I met Angus, he was telling me about Lenny from the Good Rats. He does good sound and said, but he's expensive.
Wow. Who said that?
Angus.
think I was
Angus said Lenny does good sound. He was with the Good Rats, and then he said, but he's kind of expensive.
Okay, Angus.
Oh, you carpetbagger, you.
wow.
Just from a three-piece band.
Well, listen, you don't get to retire in Antigua by being the cheap sound man.
That is true.
I want
He's the
I
one,
wanna
he's
thank you
the
for that,
one who
Angus.
got all the money in the business.
Thank
He's
you,
the guy.
Major Baby.
yeah.
This has been a big cassette week for Angus, hasn't it, Angus?
Yes, it has been.
You want to show him your other acquisition, or is it not anywhere to be found?
Wait, it's the same one I showed last week, I think, right?
I don't know. You didn't show
You
it.
didn't have it
You
last
sent it to
week.
me in a text and said we're on the same record.
Yes. Hold on.
Oh,
I did show it.
boy, is that from the final exam?
No, from the final exam.
Oh, that was that was from
You gotta give
the
me a
Battle of
few
the Bands thing.
Oh, it's a
Whatever.
WDHA. Is that it? Is
Jersey
that from there?
homegrown, whatever.
It was
Yeah.
that home DHA homegrown thing.
Okay.
I just gotta give me a few minutes to find the thing.
That's okay.
That's all right. Really, don't. I don't want you to waste the bandwidth. It's
No.
okay.
Can't see it anyway,
Yes,
Angus.
yes, the boy with the headphones.
Can't see it anyway.
Zoe can't see it anyway.
Steve, I bought the Oxumed album, and they sent me the link to it. Like, go here to listen to your music, but I don't see any place to download it. It's almost as if they're expecting me to just stream it.
No, that can't be. I'll find
Yeah,
out. Oh, look at Joe. I'll find out a lot. You know, there's a very weird thing happened with this record, and they did the bundle, which has the booklet and the little piece of jewelry with it, right? And if you want the bundle, you get the little booklet, and the piece of jewelry, a keychain or a necklace. And then Goldmine, you know, Goldmine magazine, they release a limited edition, like 100 reprints of this art that John did, and all the people that bought the package don't want to buy it again to get the art. It's just, and I had people going, "Oh man, I
And
would've-"
people who
and
pre-ordered.
the people who pre-ordered got it later than the people that just.
Some of them haven't gotten it at all
It-
because
I haven't gotten it yet.
the
You haven't
jewelry is
yet?
not ready.
No.
You ordered the package
Man,
or just the CD?
it's crazy.
I don't
Well, I
remember.
just need a
think I
way to
ordered-
download so I could use, listen to the music.
Not on
Right.
iTunes?
But you have the CD, right?
Well, I had a CD, but I gave it to Zoe.
But you got the CD.
I thought that was from Steve.
We weren't sure. We
God.
weren't sure if that was from
Oh, we
Steve
could've
or not.
put them in there.
Yeah, I
wish
would
we
have put some. I didn't even
Yeah.
think of it. I because mine just showed up about a week ago.
Well, Joe bought one. Where'd you get yours, Joe?
Yeah.
I ordered mine on Amazon because I wanted to see that pathway for the distribution. Because I knew you were all ordering it from different places, right? So,
Yeah.
And you got it fast.
but I immediately ripped it, so I have it in my library on my hard drive. So if I go somewhere, I have it, and I can listen to it like on iTunes and
Yeah, Spotify,
all that.
yeah.
Okay, TV John got his CD in one day. Where'd you order yours?
Apple
TV?
Music.
I think he did Amazon as well.
Ah.
I think.
Well,
I
I think
think I did that.
On
Amazon.
Apple Music as well.
I think it's the
Mm.
people that ordered the package.
Yeah, it's. I'll tell you what. This is the first record that I've been. Well, that's not true, but it's the first record in a while where I haven't had like hands-on control of
Complete
whatever.
control.
And it's weird. I like it because I don't have to do that every day. But this is the part of it that, I wish I was.
So, like, if I go to Harmony Hut or Sam Goody, I can't get it.
I'm waiting for my Columbia Record Club to send it.
It's coming. It's coming.
I want my money back.
But
I'll send it to you.
Would you please?
That Godfrey Townsend solo on second cut or third cut. It's pretty good,
The second cut or third cut.
I think.
that one where you and John shaking all over.
I'll try again today.
I think so. Right?
The one where
Yeah.
they trade the solos back and forth.
Oh, so who else is playing a solo?
Endlessly.
Oh, you
guitar?
mean bass and guitar? No. This is a solo that's sort of like Leslie Westish.
Oh, that's Sucker. Don't be a sucker.
Ah,
I guess I just listened to it all. I got them all mixed up because
Well,
I
that's what
listened
it
to the
is
whole
because
thing, but-
that was the song. That was the song that I had asked Leslie to sing and play on, and on the television show, it's Leslie singing and playing the guitar parts. But we had to indicate the parts for him. So Godfrey, that man, let me tell you what. In the end, when the guitars are trading back and forth, when he's going from one side to the other,
Mhm.
I just had a field day. John had 300 plus guitars, right? And all like crazy shit, broadcasters and like the number 3 Flying V and the number 2 Explorer, just insane shit. And I said to Godfrey, go get a 62 Strat and this and so all of those, it's probably $10, $20, $30,000 worth of guitars in those solos at the end.
Where did you record that?
At John's house at Hammerhead Studio. He had I have a studio in my house and it's nice. It's like a private jet, you know what I mean? And I can record a whole band in there. He had frickin' Warner Brothers. With this big, heavy sliding double doors and the whole, 2 MCIs strapped together. It was just it was, I said to on one of my interviews, it was like somebody paying you to go to Disneyland. It's like, he just, and he had every piece of gear you could want. It's the first place that I ever worked on Joe Meek's stuff. Cause he would just go to the NAMM show and say, "Oh, send me that." And they would just,
Yeah.
what are you going to do? Say no? He had stuff. He had a barn that I was there for years and never saw this frickin' barn. And I said to him, what happens? What do you do with all the gear? Come on. And me, him, and one of the Wolfhounds took a walk to this part of the property that, I mean, it was 50 plus acres, right? So walking through this path in the woods, and all of a sudden appears a frickin' barn. And in the barn, it looked like a time capsule with all of the boxes to OBXs and Profit 5s. And I mean,
Wow.
just the craziest, all perfectly placed, like I'm in Costco of vintage music. It was just insane. I said, what do you do with all this stuff? He said, nothing anymore. It was okay, just crazy. And the stuff that just synthesizers, mostly a lot of keyboards, but a lot of outboard stuff too, and recording gear. He was freaking crazy. But there's that. No SSLs though, so
Whatever happened to all that stuff?
they got up. Oh, there you go. Oh my God. Wow. When when he passed, they liquidated everything because nobody knew anything. Chris didn't know anything. It was just his mother and his son that were left, surviving him, and his girlfriend. And she, oh God. What can I say? I probably say anything I want. She's dead. She was like, okay, I'll try to put it in perspective for you. You remember when Joe Walsh was out of his mind?
Yeah.
This was his girlfriend, and he left her because she was too crazy.
He was out of control, you want to say, I think.
Wow.
Okay, we good with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
I get it.
So who gets her on his honeymoon to his second wife, but my boy?
Well, they used to go out to dinner together, him and his
Yeah.
wife.
And him and his almost wife, and then her and Joe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but I'll tell you, this is a great story about the deception of, John obviously had a hearing problem. And the guy, the guy would come over and he would say, okay, what can I get you? And he'd say, 3. And she'd be behind him going, 7. Right? Okay. So no, easy enough, and I'm sitting there like, fucking kidding me? 3 for me too. Anyway, so she used to wear rings, multiple diamond rings on every finger. Like, I mean, it had to be 20 rings or 8, whatever, just silly. And John, contrary to popular belief, was very controlled about his use of things. I mean, he was, he never went too, anyway. So he would monitor her ability to purchase said items, right? So she would just drop one of the diamond rings off and say, I'll be back when I get some cash, right? So This is the best. This is the best. So we're outside the kitchen, which is a half a mile from the frickin' studio. I mean, it's the same house, but, and you see her tearing she's outside the kitchen, tearing bushes up and shit's flying up in the air. And John's like looking and he sees all these plants flying, just craziness going on. And he goes, Lisa, what are you doing? And she said, I lost one of my diamond rings.
Oh my God.
And she used to wear like 2 different diamond rings on each finger.
But yeah, and
it was ridiculous.
But
it was
this is the best part. About a week later, we're in the studio, and she's outside the studio doing the plant thing.
Yeah, the completely other side of the house.
Completely other side of the house. You would be out of breath walking here, and she's throwing leaves up in the air, and she goes, "I found it!"
Oh wow!
Yeah,
yeah.
And then you look through a magazine and you'd find a bindle in there. She'd hide them in magazines and forget she stuck them in there.
Yeah, she would hide. Just find the shit all over the place. It was nuts. So nuts. Anyway.
Life of rock and roll.
Right.
Oh man, let me tell you what. And it started to get so toxic. And listen to this. I mean, this is not conjecture. This is absolute fact. He was getting ready to go out with The Who. We had finished the tour and he was getting ready to go out with The Who. And she said, I want to come on the tour. And he said, I don't know. I want you to stay home on this tour. And she said, but I want to come on the tour. He said, if you stay home, I'll buy you a Rolls Royce Corniche. And she went, okay.
Because so materialistic.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I cannot tell you that it was, and she was fine in the beginning, but boy, man.
Well.
Yeah, well, yeah. We got into it. We got into an elevator. We're on our way, I think, to the Guggenheim. No, where she wasn't with us for that.
We're going Madison Square.
We're going to Madison Square Garden,
because The Who was playing.
And and John stayed at the Rego or the London or whatever you know it as, you know. And we're going down in the elevator, and Lisa has a giant glass of water, right? She took the glass from the room and she's got a glass of water. And Laura
she's
said,
like a tiny little
yeah, she's
thing.
like tiny,
Yeah.
tiny. Weighs like 100 pounds and
like
gorgeous.
5'2".
I mean, just gorgeous. She looked like a white Diana Ross. Just absolutely.
Yeah, I thought she was his daughter when I first met her.
Ah.
She was, because she was so little. I thought she was like a teenager, like a kid.
Well, so anyway, we're going down in the elevator and Lori goes, oh, good, you got water. Give me a sip. And she takes a sip and it's freaking vodka.
Straight vodka.
Straight vodka. And she goes, Lori goes like this. And Lisa goes,
because John would have gotten pissed.
Because John would have thrown her out the window or something.
Yeah.
It was, man.
And then when The Who would be playing, she would get in the limo with the limo driver and have him drive her around looking for shit. And it was like, where's Lisa?
It was like, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
She wouldn't come back for 3 days.
Yeah, we'd lose her
3
for
days.
We were on the road. She was on the road with us once, and we were playing in Pennsylvania. And nice place, you know, little different. I can't remember what it was exactly, but there were cabins, and that's where we stayed. In these cabins. And the tour bus comes up in the morning and everybody files onto the bus like we always do, bus call. And I say, and he goes, let's go. And I said, where's Lisa? Fuck her.
Yeah. And the bus took off and left her in Pennsylvania, and the bus went to Gatlinburg.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Then I get a call from the club owner.
Oh no, we don't want to go
she
there.
Destroyed
she destroyed the room, and she just
So we had to pay for it.
I still don't think you made the right decision.
I remember one time he bought her a BMW, the sports car. This is going back quite a few years, and she just destroyed it on one of those backcountry roads, you know, down in.
We were in England when she did it.
Yeah, we were in England. We were in like Shakespeare country, the Cotswolds, and it's all those roads with and she just totaled this car,
drunk,
and she's freaking drunk out of her mind. And this was like towards the end of it, and I'm saying, John, this is your chance. Just let the police come. They'll deport her, man. Come on, this is your chance. I can't do that. I can't do. And you know, I couldn't drop a dime on her or anything like that. But wow, and she got away with it. And
wow,
yeah. Oh well.
Well, no matter how bad she was, she's still better than Gail Collins.
Well, yeah, as far as Felix Pappalardi is concerned, we were just talking about her the other day.
We were.
Shooting Felix Pappalardi.
Yeah.
There ought to be a law.
Yeah. Leslie used to tell me stories about her
is.
and them.
Mm-hmm.
That do we have any Woodstock? Does anybody know anything about Woodstock?
Sure. What do you need?
Okay. Was there a place that you knew up there in the 60s called Mother's Helper or something like that?
An underground place.
An underground place.
Yeah.
It was where you took your drugs if you were hot.
Yeah.
They would keep them for you. Mother's Own or something.
I heard something about that. I've heard something like that.
Leslie told Steve.
Yeah, Leslie hit a
about
cop car with his Rolls Royce and was running from him and stopped at Mother's to give him his stuff so that when they caught up with him, he was clean.
Oh my God. It's
it. Yeah.
like a little locker at the airport.
Yeah,
Hold this for me. I'll be right back.
exactly. Though, but I mean, first of all, how do you start a business like that?
Yeah, really.
Sue says it's a well-known place.
Sue said it's a well-known place.
Yeah. Do you know the real name of it?
I'm telling you, and Leslie telling you the story.
And how does Sue know?
Hey,
Yeah.
maybe she's one of Mother's own. Driving along, I hit this cop.
Oh, she read about it somewhere. She said.
Well, any research? We should do some research on that.
I think it's time for your pasture.
Oh, is it time for my pasture?
I think-
Really?
Oh, are you ready?
I know yours is going to blow me away, but
No. Mine is very simple. I went simple and elegant.
because for me, Thanksgiving's coming up, so
Oh, that's great.
Oh my God, look at the eye.
Joe's got it too.
oh, you see,
Oh,
yours
man, I'm so-
moves very nice. I didn't have time to do movement. I
Oh,
was also
God.
actually,
look at you! Look, that's so perfect.
Oh,
and I was gonna put over here. I was gonna put Dan Quayle with something on his face, but I didn't want to blow the joke. So
Oh God, we
Okay.
were crying, man. I'm telling you, we were crying.
oh.
We were crying with that last night.
And then the guy from England, Martin.
Oh, this is where the Dornish chiffing quail
Right,
comes
because
from.
he's saying chuffing, which is
He's saying
fucking,
chuffing, which is slang
Chuffing.
for
fucking,
Yeah.
and it keeps auto correcting it to chiffing, right?
and he writes today to Steve. It says, "I was trying to say fucking, but it kept saying chiffing."
Chiffing.
And Steve says, "You mean you don't know about the
So I
chiffing
said, "Are you
quail?"
telling me you don't know about the chiffing
Then he
quail?"
tries Googling
And
it.
he starts looking it up.
Oh my God.
Oh, and Angus, did you notice what island it's from?
right,
Yes.
the Dornish Island, right?
John Lennon's
John
place.
Lennon.
John Lennon Island.
Yeah.
Oh shit, man! I was crying all day waiting for
Oh
this.
man.
Watching Angus laugh as you tell the joke, because
Oh, man.
I mean, you're the way you tell those jokes, it's really like a guitar solo, a brilliant guitar solo. You've got a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Orchestrated.
You weave it through, you add all the little embellishments to it, and he loses it.
And then I lose it watching
Getting
him.
there's half the fun.
Right.
Yeah, getting there is half the fun. But yeah, I mean, he just, if you remember, I did this and he went off the rails.
Yeah. You said like a quail.
When he said quail, that was it.
Oh God. Did
It took me a while to get all these quail
the
together.
thing we're
I
talking,
can imagine catching all those quails. It probably took you all day.
And I
didn't it?
realized quail, last year I did turkeys, but quail, it's sort of a Thanksgiving thing as well.
Kind of, yeah.
it is
It's a
now.
game bird.
Game bird. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Not having turkey, we're having quail.
When
Oh,
we
wait.
looked it up last night and it had the thing, that was it.
Yeah.
That just put it over the top. I knew before I went to sleep last night that this would be my pasture.
Me too.
Oh God, Jeff, did you see it? Did you know what we're talking? Okay, what we're talking about is, and I'm sure you all
Tell a
heard the joke.
to
Wait,
Angus.
let Angus get his inhaler first.
Nice.
He said he needed his nebulizer.
Puffing wafers
No, I'm
now.
telling the joke about the guy that goes to the doctor because he's got a bump on his forehead, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And the doctor says, he says, you got to cut it off, doc, because it's kind of ugly. And he says, well, I don't know if we can do that. We're going to have to take an MRI and, check out, and there's a serious blood source going here. And I think we need to let it mature before we try to even think about removing it. Right. And so he said, give it a couple of weeks and we'll see. And I said, so the guy's looking in the mirror, and the thing's getting longer. It's hanging down like a quail. And and he says this guy, he says it looks like a penis in the diet. Well, it is a penis, but that explains the big vein, and but we can't just cut it off. We have to wait till it stops growing. And he says, well, how long do you think that's going to be? And he says, probably a couple of months. And the doctor says, and he says, I can't deal with this. I can't look at this for a couple of months. And he says, oh, don't worry. You won't be able to see it in another week. And the guy said, really, why is that? He says, because the balls will cover your eyes. But that's where this came from. That's where,
God.
So it looks like it's got a penis on its head.
Oh God, we were crying.
Like a whale.
It was so funny.
Does anybody remember? Does anybody remember the quail in a cartoon
Yes.
that had that
That
thing?
it used to go and blow it up, and then it would come back out. Yep. I do.
I thought of the Partridge Family for a second, but no.
What was the cartoon?
Who knows?
One of those real old cartoons. It wasn't like a specific, like Bugs Bunny or one of those. It was one of those real old, probably Warner Brothers or something along those lines.
Yeah, they threw it in there.
Yeah,
exactly. But yeah, I do remember that.
We were talking about the Roku because I'm getting ready, man. I'm freaking getting ready.
To hear how that works out.
I'm cutting that shit. We got the Roku, and we decided that we were going to live with it alongside the cable for a little while. Man, there's cartoons on there. Anything you want to see from anytime you want to see it, it's on there. It's just
really,
yeah. I mean, it's weird because it's got all the channels and it's got like every local news you could ever even think about.
And you don't have to record anything because if you want to see,
it'll play it back. They store it
on demand, kind of.
Yeah,
That's
nuts.
cool.
Like we record the races because if they're on wherever in Abu Dhabi, we're probably not up at that time.
No.
So we record them on a DVR, but they just store them. They play it and then it goes into their history.
Nice.
Wow.
That's Lenny.
That's Lenny?
Lenny's hamster.
Excuse me?
You?
What is that?
What, you guys are hearing something? Oh, could it be wind?
Sounds
No.
like that squeak noise.
It sounds like a
Could be.
I got it. Quentin
Quails.
what?
Quentin
Look.
Quails.
Look at these things I got on.
Yeah,
It ain't feedback.
Wait, we're getting a revelation from Angus. Hit it. What is it?
Quentin Quail was his name.
Quail.
On the cartoon.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they had a name.
You're
When
not
it
showing
was
us
like
the
the early 70s, the girls, they used to do this hair thing where they would take like a little top knot of hair and put like a bow in it and stuff. And we used to call it the quail. We used to call the quail, and like they would have like their hair would come down in a flip and they'd have like a little separate thing on top tied up with a bow and, like little strands would come down to the side.
Oh, there he
And that's
is.
what we used to call it, the quail. There he is.
Yeah, there he is. Quentin Quail.
See that if I had really been on my game, that would have been my pasture. But
Pastor, yeah.
I think
That was a good one.
yeah, no, it was.
What's everybody doing for Thanksgiving?
We're actually going to friend's house.
Yep.
What? You're leaving the compound?
Yes,
we
we are.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man. And I'll tell you
Venturing
why.
forth.
Well, because but I'll tell you why, and I think it's a logical decision. If we keep, staying sequestered and using the and just, I haven't really had any contact. And Mousy, you can weigh in on this. Our immune systems are going to just go to sleep.
That is why, my friend, the flu season this year is off the charts already because nobody got the flu. They reported, I want to say a whopping like 50 cases of the flu during the pandemic because everyone was wearing masks and everybody was keeping their distances and whatever. And now this year, hospitals are jammed. with everybody. It's almost like another little mini pandemic going on, especially up and around this way, because everybody, it got cool. Everybody's inside. Everybody's on top of each other, and nobody had any immune systems built up. So yeah, you're absolutely right.
Because I have to do, I got to do some stuff in New York next year. Performance! And I'm starting to,
we got flu shots.
yeah,
and
we got flu
the
shots.
last
We got,
booster.
we got,
And these people where we're going, they're all boosted.
and they're all boosted and safe,
Yeah.
and they're smart. But I think, we're starting to go out into the world a little bit just to boost our immune systems.
No, you should absolutely.
Yeah,
That's why
that's
when
what I-
everybody, their kids, you send your kids to preschool, and they instantly start coming home with, because you're like, sterilizing the pacifiers and, keeping everything immaculate. And then they go off to preschool and there's other kids drooling on them and whatever. And everybody's like off to the pediatrician, like one thing after another. And that's why they build up their immune systems. And then that's why kids are so healthy after like 6 or 7 years old. They never get sick.
Yeah.
They just get slammed with every germ and survive it and build up immunity to it, and then then they're good to go. So yeah. It's definitely a good idea to expose yourself a little bit. Just
Yeah, that's what we're doing. I mean, if I see anybody hacking or I'm running, and I social distance anyway. I don't want to be near the old man in the aisle. Excuse me, sir, but 6 feet. But we're easing back into it. I mean, I can't.
Are you flying somewhere to do this?
No, hell, do I?
all right, let's not get crazy now.
Okay, all right.
No, I'll drive. I'll drive. I would enjoy that much more anyway, driving, because that way I can bring my wife and child. So
Where are you
Remy's gonna go with you. Remy's gonna go.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, cool.
Where are you driving?
So we'll all get to
And we'll
connect
get like
up there
an
somewhere.
Airbnb
Yeah,
in
we'll get, like,
Westchester or something. That way I don't have to go into the city.
And I'll already have the car, so I won't have to worry. I can't, I have one of those known traveler numbers, so I go right through TSA with no problem. But
Yeah.
I don't know. There, I box cutters and every other with these crazy freaking people, and I can't even imagine how big the seats are now. Said the 6'3" person who
They're like for little tiny Barbie dolls.
No, that would.
Yeah,
That
well,
would not
pretty
be
soon
enjoyable.
they're going to have the strap like the subway.
The record company's going to
Hang
rent
you
this
in a
car.
bag.
I think
Hey,
Spirit
we're-
Airlines already has.
We're
that.
taking off. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
Well,
now I can see you. You've all suddenly
Oh,
But now that it's over.
Oh, hello, Zoe.
hey,
Congrats.
I reckon you're hiding. But all of a sudden, yeah, exactly. And you've got quail behind you, and you've got harvesting mouses. Where did that come from?
what? Got what? Got what?
The harvest.
Your chicken quail.
Yes, it's the door. Well, you'll get this. We had a friend on. I'll tell you real quick. We had a friend watching last night
From England.
from England, and he was trying to write chuffing, but it kept,
Chuffing.
right,
Yeah.
but it kept auto correcting it to chiffing. So today he was laughing. He said John would have been laughing at us last night. He's a friend of Entwistle's, and he said, about chuffing and chiffing, and I said, well, wait a minute. Do you not know about the chiffing quail? Because we had a gag about the quail going last night. And he writes back, I've just been Googling. There is no such thing. Oh, yeah. So anyway, kids,
Yeah, I've got to
Thanksgiving,
say,
any
technology.
special Thanksgiving stuff for you guys?
Well, my house is always like the island of misfit toys on Thanksgiving. So kind of whoever doesn't have that thing going on, the door is open. So I think I'm up to 14 right now.
Okay, I'll send some friends. Is there a limit?
Yeah, there's no limit. There's no limit. We might have to do a second seating because I only seat 16 at my dining table, but there's other places to
Well,
sit too.
My friends would be happy to eat outside.
That's exactly what it is. It's like, the cousin who's a widow who, doesn't have kids, so someplace to go. And then my niece who's getting divorced and doesn't, her and her son come. And yeah, it's just like one of my neighbors who doesn't really have any place to go. Everybody knows, come come. I have 4 pies I'm making and just,
Nice.
I'm excited.
That sounds real good.
I
Yeah,
already
you
got my
should be.
bread today because, I make my stuffing from like actual bread and I take bread and let it get stale before I make stuffing out of it. So that was my excursion out today, was to buy bread, like some kind of lunatic, just like in the store hoarding bread. Like people are looking at me like, is there a storm
Right.
coming?
Actually, we
Anybody
do have
else? Any
snow.
plans? Anybody?
We're gonna get snow tonight, a little bit,
What?
Yeah.
tiny bit.
Oh, lake
Yeah,
effect.
you're gonna get snow.
Yeah.
We might get more sunshine. Might get a bit of rain.
We're supposed to get a little rain.
Get hot.
Take a little rain.
This is cold here, 50.
Wow.
Yeah, it was so
Oh.
yeah,
It's currently 64 here.
so cold here. We had to turn off the air conditioner.
Yeah.
Well, have a great Thanksgiving,
Yeah, happy
everybody.
Everybody have a
Thanksgiving, you
good
guys.
Thanksgiving. Children of
happy
the lawn, be
Thanksgiving.
safe,
See you
have
all.
a good time.
Thanksgiving.
Love you
Lots of
guys.
love.
Bye, Lori.
Lori.
Bye, Zoe. Bye, Lori.
See you,
Bye,
see you
everybody.
guys.
Take
See
care.
you
Yeah,
tomorrow,
kid.
Lenny.
Goodbye.
Hi, Steve. Now I can see you. Typical.
Of course you can. That's what I said. Now that it's time to go, he said, nah, looking good. I'm proud. I'm waiting to see Hal Fleischer. Oh, Fish. Who was it? Flishman? I don't know. That was great, Jeff.
Yeah.
Perfect timing.
All right, you guys have a good Thanksgiving. and
Happy
too,
Thanksgiving,
Jeff.
brother. Take care, man.
Bye.
I'll see ya. Oh man.
Another free for all
I
Friday.
you might not like, you're not gonna like Thursdays, but you gotta love Fridays.
That's right.
I don't think I've told that joke, and I probably won't. But you know how it goes, kids. We'll see you Monday for Angus and Steve on Monday.
Right. We'll see you guys before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we'll see you before Thanksgiving. And if we don't see you in the future, we'll see you in the pasture.
Good night, everybody.
See you, kids.